Hey guys, this is MV here, back with another video. So in this video, I want to talk about several comments that I saw over on TikTok. And these comments are regarding biracials with white moms, which is a popular topic within the black community, and how they try to divide biracial people up and which ones they find to be more suitable as being subservient to them. So let's get into this video. And I should also include that the TikTok video that these comments were left on, it was basically a black man who was talking down to the biracial women on TikTok who are doing a kind of a trend, I guess they call it, where they're basically saying, I'm mixed girls, and, we do this and we do that, kind of a celebrating being mixed, right? And there's a lot of monoracial black people who have an issue with that. But like I said, it's okay for them to celebrate how black they are, being black, and, black is beautiful, all that's okay. But as soon as a mixed person comes out and celebrates them being mixed, all of a sudden there's one particular demographic who's going to whine and cry and make a problem about it, right? And we all know who that is. So I've seen a lot of them put these comments out here on that video, and let's talk about it right now. So the first one here, we can see the comment, "Who cares? You're half black talking like that? Your mother must be white," laughing emojis. And then the mixed ginger replies and says, "Nope, my mother is black and my father is white ginger man, LOL." The racist black woman replies and says, "Wow, I couldn't tell by your username." See, because if we have mixed in our username, or like me having mulatto in my username, they take issue with that, right? But when they have black king or black god, black goddess of the earth, when they have that in their username, everyone's supposed to just smile and be like, "Yeah, you go, Queen. That's cool." See, it's only an issue with us when we embrace who we are. I'm trying to point that out to my audience to let you guys see the kind of double standard and hypocrisy you always run into with these characters. And I replied here to the comment to the lady, the racist black woman. I put here, typical black racist woman talking about white moms. It's very, very typical. Now we're calling it out, and it's really good to see. So this is a reoccurring theme, right? We see here, this is the woman. She's so sure of herself, a proud, independent black queen, but she looks at white women as her ultimate competition. So of course, like the coward she is, she's going to attack the children of white women, right? Here's another comment that I saw. It says, random spam page, someone's like troll account. It says, "I can tell their mom is white." And then the mixed ginger, who says she has a black mom, she replies and says, "Their mom is black and so is kind, so mind your black business." I think she meant to put "so is mine," so mind your black business. I believe so. Not 100% sure, just a typo there. Mixed ginger, clearly with the username, she's proud to be mixed. And I put here, I replied to the racist spam page. I said, another black racist, which they are. Like I told you guys, how is it okay for them to go on social media talking about, "Oh, your mom is white"? Only a white mom would say that. But when we start calling them out more, start saying this about their black mom or their absent black father, we all know they're going to whine and cry racism for the next 400 years, right? They've kind of made their identity being a victim, being oppressed, right? Suffering from racism. They've made that their identity. So we have another comment here. You can see it says, Miss Carter says, "I bet it's the mamas that's white too. It's always them." Okay. Like I said, that this is, if you go over to that video, you're going to see a lot of these type of comments. It's very prevalent and common with these types. And then the mixed ginger replies, she's working overtime in the comments, which I like to see. She says, "Their mom is black and so is mine. Now mind your black business." Yeah, precisely. Mind your black business. Like, that's the thing. It's so insulting and crazy how these racist black people insert themselves in a discussion that has nothing to do with them. It's about mixed people celebrating themselves being mixed. And all of a sudden, a racist black shows up talking about, "Oh, you got a white mom." They take it upon themselves like an opportunity to attack white women, their ultimate competition. Very cowardice. We can see more comments here. Mixed ginger puts, "Their mom is black and so is mine. Now mind your black business." She puts, "My mom is black. My dad is a white ginger man. Nice try." And then the Miss Carter puts, "Doubt it." And then you see another comment there from Brooke. It shows right there, Brooke with the $sign, says, "Most deaf, them the worst." Now, this is a black queen who's co-signing the other racist black queen, Miss Carter, where they're talking about the this is a white mom biracial. And this Brooke character's saying most deaf, they the worst. Crazy how like you have these black queens who are trying to weaponize their biracial children and weaponize all the other black people against biracials with white moms, right? How is that going to work out for you when we literally are the majority? Don't think it's going to work out in your favor. And of course, I put another black racist woman attacking white moms, you know, and this is the Brooke character, whatever image she has up there on her TikTok account. But I'm sitting there like, how bold of they are today to jump all over social media and attack biracials with white moms. And my whole position with my social media is to let people know, hey, look at this, check this out. Look at the receipts that we have. Look at these people are saying this. This is very common for them. It's funny because even my sister-in-law, who's a Mexican woman, we were talking like a year ago because she uses TikTok a lot more than me. She doesn't upload content, but she's a user of TikTok watching everyone else's videos. And she was telling me she ran across these discussions on TikTok. It's getting very vocal where you have these black women and they're talking crap about biracials with white moms. And I'm like, shouldn't we be like flagging this stuff? Like, shouldn't we be, there should be more mass awareness spread on these racist, hateful black women who are taught, because I mainly hear it from black women, right? Because they're competing with white women. So they're the ones who are basically throwing all this hate and shade and animosity towards white moms and their biracial children, which is basically hate speech. So another comment here that I found says hippie boy. So I guess it's a boy. Okay. He's calling himself a boy. So now you got some of them calling themselves the baby. So what do you expect, right? Says here, only mixed people that say that are the ones with white moms. Mixed people with black moms fit in, quote unquote, basically knows their place underneath blacks, okay, in everywhere, and didn't feel like black people hating on them only, right? The Eve Green puts here, their dad is white, not the mom. Then Hippie Boy replies and says, I'm not talking about the people in the video. I'm talking generally. Oh, you're generalizing. Okay, that's cool. Now, this struggle, hippie guy, this proud victim talking crap about white moms. If white people were to generalize his black butt, don't you guys know, everyone know he'd be crying and whining for the next 400 years. So it's okay for him to generalize biracials with white moms because he's a proud victim. Do you guys want to be in that group, underneath that group, associating with them like that when they're spreading these conspiracies and these negative tropes and stereotypes? I mean, they're trying to make it seem like you don't have options out here. That's why they are definitely pushing the one drop rule, and they weaponize the one drop rule against you. They want you to feel like you don't have an option while they're going to sit here and basically talk crap about you and your parents. I mean, this is really insulting, but he's making generalizations, very typical of them. And of course, when you do it to them, they're going to whine and cry, you anti-black. So the Eve Jean replies and says, well, their dad being white blows that theory right out the water, doesn't it? Then Hippie Boy replies and says, I don't give a F. I said what I said. You see the type of like hatred, the assertiveness when they're making generalizations, when they're corrected on their flawed generalization that your theory is wrong. This, guy, this Hippie Boy is basically saying, I don't give a F. I said what I said. I stand on that. And then the Eve Green replies and says, but you're wrong. Your generalization was blown out the water with one example. You need to learn to explain things scientifically. Hippie Boy replies, I don't have to do S. I still said what I said. Don't care how wrong I am. I ain't changing it. And then the middle finger. And of course, the Eve Green replies, oh, good. How intelligent of you. And then Hippie Boy replies again, the ones with white moms. So you guys see the level of hatred, the stubbornness of these characters, the middle fingers up and all this. I mean, this is very typical with their kind. And then just finishing things off here with a proper rebuttal. I received this comment from, it says Val here, a while ago. It says 7 days ago when I, screenshotted this, but I received this comment a while ago. So let's read the comment. So Val says, I recently started following you on TikTok. I'm the one who has the black mother. Well, there's a lot of people who follow me who have black mothers. It says here, and the unfortunate experience of growing up strictly in the black community, which, is unfortunate. This is just another tactic, a Blackistan gaslighting tactic, right? Your mom must be white, therefore you don't fit in with the blacks, right? And you put here, they will not and do not respect you more for having a black mother. Another huge lie. Of course, I know that as well, because they move the goalpost. They will forever stay identity policing and gaslighting mixed people, mulatto people, because they are all secretly, I'm not saying all, let me rephrase that. A lot of them are secretly jealous and envious of us to a degree where it's literally not safe and unhealthy for us, for our mental health, to be around a lot of them. That's why we need to create our own spaces. Hence, you see what I'm doing here. But yeah, just like you said, I know it's just a tactic. It's a huge lie. I've known that from the start. I'm like, what? There's no scientific evidence or research or any data to suggest biracials with black moms are more grounded in the community. Environment plays the most critical role. If they were raised around a certain group of people, more so than not, they can kind of assimilate to their cultural standards more than others, right? And then I replied here basically saying, oh yeah, I know it's a bold-faced lie. They will tell that lie to divide us up and to trick us. Of course, of course. They purposely kind of put that wedge in between us. Those of us who have a white mom and those of us who have a black mom, they put that wedge in between us to divide us up. But it's not really working to the effect that they want it to. They can continue to try. And, with a lot of people, they'll be able to fool them and hoodwink them, but not all of us, because like I said earlier, I have my following, my audience, it ranges a lot from black mom biracials to white mom biracials. And we're coming together. We're sharing our experiences, our commonalities, and it's a beautiful thing. It's only the beginning. So I wanted to share this with you guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Please post a comment and let's continue to have this conversation. Talk to you next time. Peace.